All right, welcome back for part 3 of getting this NAACP artwork done. In front of us is the cut and paste collage, COLLAGE, artwork of Romare Bearden. Here's Romare himself. Here's an artwork where he used cut and paste. And so this helps you if you are struggling with drawing. I encourage you, if you're really trying to win, to draw this on your own. But for my friends that are just wanting to try to participate and try to get in, I am going to show you his method and show you how I would do it. All right, so welcome again. I thought I logged into my meeting. I guess not. Let's go ahead so you can see me here. And we are going to get started by looking at the art supplies I have out. All right, so I have a piece of chalk. I have some nail polish remover. Please use it carefully with your mom around. I have some scissors and glue like Romare. I have a pencil. I have, in case you're doing something similar to this, but your own thing about Detroit, here is the skyline of Detroit. It will be in our 313 day. I will have these sheets if you want to take one home to do this collage. Also, take the time for the 313 day to get your poster board. Maybe I will have out some printed pictures I have already cut out. I have enlarged the pictures so that we can do the copy paste like Romare did. And so we already started day 1 doing the red words. Day 2, or sorry, it was all day 1, wasn't it? I got it all done. I had to stay here till 4. I wasn't really happy about that, but that is okay. All right, so I think I explained everything that I got here. And then I have some pieces. Maybe you want to you feel like you can draw the middle, but you need some guidelines. Do you see how this looks like little ruby bridges here? All right, but I'm going to show you another method. It's called the transfer method. After I just go ahead, I know I painted this on. I'm just going to go ahead and cut this out. It shows there, remember, there was a total of 4 big tall officers. All right, and I'm just going to go all the way up in this top left hand corner. All right, and glue that down. All right, and then I'm going to line up. Here's the badge and there's the badge. So I'm just going to line that up. All right, this artwork would be called a mixed media artwork because it is more than one art supply, isn't it? We've used painting, we've used drawing, we've used... All right, but I want to stop and say space. This man is behind the fist. So you have to either... That's why I sort of didn't put them on perfect yet. All right, the fists are in front. Let me go ahead and you want to attach yours really good. All right, I think that worked out perfect. And then on this side, all right, and you have to make the decision. Are you going to do what I'm going to show you next? Let's do that before we do this arm of little ruby bridges, okay? And then we can cut it off if we don't like it. I am going to keep going and just tape this back, all right? And you can add some more fists. As I was going home, I'm like, a lot of people aren't going to like this, but really, friends, the struggle has been with black and white. So black and white. So I think it sort of goes no matter what color you are. Now, Miss K wants you to know that I printed out a picture of me because I said you could put yourself in it holding up your poster. All right. And if you want to print out your picture of yourself, you can. I am going to just go ahead and erase my hand, although you, in some abstract maybe way, you want to add that. There is no right way to do this. I'm just helping you using elements of art to get this done, and I don't want you to rush through it. And if you are trying to win, I know if you have the ability to draw, and maybe what we're going to do right now is helping you with the ability to get it on your artwork. Now, I haven't done this yet. Dear God, please make sure this goes okay. You know, I'm going to make her right there. All right, there's the whole thing. Sorry, I just got around to that. I will shade down that maybe. I don't know. All right. I think her legs are not in the right spot there. First of all, you want to find the middle. All right. And then, oh, wait for it. Now, remember, rules are made to be broken. The rule of thirds is like a tic-tac-toe board, all right? And so you're supposed to put the most important things here, 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 or here, all right? So here, here, okay, so let's put it right there, all right? And that'll be close enough. And then I'm just going to move the leg. Let's see, do I have a leg of her walking? No, I don't. All right. And we're just trying to create a portrait of Ruby Bridges to represent what the civil rights movement. I mean, you could do an artwork of Martin Luther King. You could put him up here. And he did have people around, and make it very similar and do all this at the bottom. Just replace this with Martin Luther King if you like that better. I do like that better, but I love looking at Ruby. Who doesn't want to look at a picture of a cute little kid, right? So I'm trying to win, you know. All right. Now the trouble is, the way I'm going to do this, I have to flip it. All right, to make it work. And I don't think I want them looking. How do I want this? All right, I'm going to put her here, which means I need to move her legs. It still is working. All right, but I already erased all this, and so it's a little hard to do because I can't see it backwards, right? So I'm just adding a little leg. All right, and that nail polish remover is a little stinky, so let's go ahead. And you know what? No matter what this happens, what this process does, it's okay, because we'll just make it work. And I want you to remember that. All right, so here we go. This will dry up. What are you doing, Miss Kay? Are you lost your mind? I am transferring this image to, oh, it's not good for your nails, Miss Kay. No, it's not. All right, now I watched the lady do this in a video that I have added with you, and she made it look really easy. Oh. It didn't work. I was just going to add white chalk on top to make it look angelic, but it is not. I don't know if I just smudged it just now. So what I'm doing is just creating the ink from the copier machine is going on. Let's find out. All right, so you know what? Let's see if we can erase this. It is coming off with the eraser. All right, what I think I'm going to do is just do the method with the copy. Oh, it came off there. And then I might just draw it. All right, so please get a couple of these and practice. All right. And I just keep erasing the gunk. And we can make this white again. All right, I can use chalk. If I don't need too much, I can use that white out. Remember the way I did this. All right. I just feel like, let's see if I have another one of these here. So, and again, would that work? No, she's too big. And you've got to show, all right, she's coming down the stairs, right? And the big suits are next to her. And this picture is bigger than her, all right? So I'm going to have to, and this is part of it, friends. It's when you're brainstorming, all right? Again, we are doing Ruby Bridges, all right? And thankfully, we've got the same picture. Like I said, we'll print this out and you can figure out. I think because I have that black blob there, that there is going to be no way I can get that out and still it's not going to, there's some things that you just can't do. So I think I'm just going to do the collage method for the head. Now notice it did work. All right, it did show her little outfit, which is good. It showed the texture. All right, so, and I think I want it to show the drawing, so I might keep the drawing. All right, let me get you closer to this so you can see what I'm doing. All right, so here, oh, okay. So we got our little buttons. All right, and I think it's going to work better because I did want her, no. All right, we're just going to have to go with the flow. It just looks like she's shy now. All right. I mean, I could just forget all of that whatsoever and put her here and put her legs here. All right, Miss Kay, show us what you're doing. There you go. All right, so I could use this, which I really like how that turned out. And just, you know what I'm going to do? I know what I'm going to do. This is what I'm going to do. I am going to trace around it because it's the same size that I want. I'm going to show you what I'm going to do with the head in a second. All right. We already have the little plaid there. All right. And then I am just going to take the collar. All right. And I'm just going to glue that on since there's a big black spot there, you know. And again, but Miss Kay, I know, and I don't recommend, if you're really, like I said, if you're really trying to win, I still would try to do a drawing for either your portrait. All right. And so what I can do now is just go through here and draw and shade. But maybe you're like, all right, the head and hands have to be made of real hand. All right, and if that's the case, you're the artist, you decide. Mr. Bearden had fun doing this. All right. So there is, I'm trying not to get that sticky stuff on there, but if you want the hand, if you're having trouble with hands, but you can do everything else, they will like that. They'll be like, ooh, they like practice something new. All right, and so I'm just drawing what I see here. Notice it's the same size, and anytime you can do this, you'll have more of a chance to win if you can. I don't know. I take that back. They might do a digital design and like that. All right. So it just depends who the judges are. All right. This is all very white. And even though it's backwards, it's still okay. And there's her outfit. These have lots of lines. Oh, and you might, and if it's just too much, for the sake of this, we could sit here and draw this plaid. If you're going to draw the face, then definitely you can draw the plaid. Maybe you can even get some pieces of plaid. All right, that is a possibility. All right, so let me make sure the hand's in the right spot. It is. All right. Miss Kay, you said she was going to glow like an angel. Well, oh, yes, glow like an angel. All right, make sure you're putting the lids on everything. All right. And, I mean, even this lady, if you wanted to get her, well, she's too big. All right, so unless you're making a not realistic collage, and again, this is Norman Rockwell's picture of Ruby Bridges. All right, and then I'm scared to do the self-portrait, so I think I'm just going to, again, glue it in. All right. But again, okay, so Ms. K, what if I want to do what you're doing? Well, we will have to take a picture of you during what? Okay, do you want to be, I think since my hair gets cut off, I'm going to because that's going to have that feeling of being crowded. All right. And then I'm holding up the sign. And there's the sign. All right, and then we're going to cut this off. All right, and then as you can see, something happened with this little, it's grayed out. But I'm not worried about it. It just naturally happened. All right. I'm trying to erase so I have that glow, like I said, of the angel. It sort of goes along with my angel thoughts, And I'm just going to shade her legs. And now that it is a black and white picture, you could take a brown colored pencil and color over. Make sure you have more than one copy though, in case something happens. But you can sorry, I just want to make sure I get this leg right. You can take and go over this in colored pencil. I didn't bring my colored pencils in here. It took me like an hour to get ready to record this because I'm like, nope, I'm going to need this. Nope, I'm going to need this. All right, so making legs, you want to make sure they're dark around the edges. All right, her little knees. And you can be looking at a real picture as you do that. All right, she had a little book bag. She had a little book bag. So where is, I don't think she has her book bag. Let's see how we're doing with book bag. And I see that she sort of has her hand. This was her book bag, and it looks too big. So you got to think about it. And I'm just going to put it right there. That's what Romare would do. If you're a perfectionist and you're going to do it your way and maybe draw it in. All right. I'm going to, before I glue this down, I'm going to look at the original. All right. And so she's going down the stairs. And there we go. Maybe it's flopping back and forth. You think about it, that little mail lunchbox is going to flop back and forth. All right, so the next thing I'm going to do is take all these little crumbs, whatever you're doing, and make sure you throw it in the trash can. Don't just throw it on the floor for your mom. All right. Then we want to look at the whole thing. So, all right. So we got the top. I think I do want to make the glow a little less. So remember, the windows are in the background. Here, look at that. The windows are in the background. All right, the windows are in the background. I'm just holding my pencil like this. All right. Oh, don't forget, Miss Kay, she's got a glow. Yep, she's got a glow. Oh, go over here. But I think it stops in the middle. The white meets the white. All right, so I'm just going to use eraser as a value. And there we go with that. All right, so that looks all right. I think I do need to, I like this line here that just happened. So I'm just going to bring this shadow of the window down. All right, and I'm just going to lightly do it to get to that little whatever that was. All right, and then here is the top step. All right, and we want her looking brave, like she said. She is out there. She is making sure she's, and you know, the thing is, friends, she didn't really see them as a crowd of mad people. You know how she got through it? Yep, she thought that there was Mardi Gras. That's where it took place. So she just thought it was a big old Mardi Gras party and people were partying. She didn't even realize that, and that's probably better for her, right? So, all right, so I wanted to bring this other guy in. Let's just take a look at what we got there. The other guy. And remember, there was 4 big, see how I could do that arm, but I think that arm is just too big for her little head. All right, so I'm glad that I didn't, let's leave that stair there. That's what Romare would do. All right, okay, so I have to say this is him. Oh, this is his hand. All right. Did I bring a black marker? All right. So we want the sense of crowding, of these big people. Let's see. Do I want that like that? And you know, with Romare, he didn't care. He just slapped them on and said, all right, that is what it is. Since I have a foot here, it is, right? And then I have this, right? That way I know where it goes. And I'm going to go ahead and glue that down. All right. Again, you can use whatever media you want to set this up. I strongly suggest, if you want to win like my student last year, she followed my directions and used red for the letters. That attracts people's attention, so when they start looking at something, they have a place to start. And then once they start, they're like, oh, okay, I understand this. All right, so let's go ahead and glue that down there and see if this looks all right. Yeah, she does look a little too mini, and I am going to make this super black with paint. All right, so her arm has disappeared, just so you know. Her arm is in front of this security guard. Well, Secret Service. They were Secret Service for the president, and the president said, go out there and help that little girl. All right, so I am looking. I still want to bring my arm and my shoulder here. All right. And again, if you make a mess on your table, make sure you clean it up. All right. Miss K, you're covering up your name. All right, so you're going to put that on the back. Remember, I was going home yesterday thinking, I put my name on the wrong side. Now look at this light value. Look at this dark value. We got to get a lot darker. All right. So let's go ahead and make it happen. All right. And that arm is just coming out like this. This is my shoulder. All right. So what I would suggest, I didn't bring more paper, but I would suggest you looking at how to draw a fist and go through and shade this in. All right. Unless you just want to keep it like a collage and you just really want it collagey, which is, Miss K just invented a new word. All right, this is the poster. All right, maybe you've got another poster here. Have the shadow behind it, and maybe you've got another poster here. All right, but really you're supposed to have an arm. It's supposed to go all the way, just so you know. All right, and actually look at that, friends. I have a little piece of extra, and Romare would have no problem. Just, but Miss K, it's not the same piece. It's okay. He didn't care. All right, he just knew he needed to get that filled in like I just filled that in, and well, bam. Now it looks right. All right, and we'll just snip that extra off. All right, now we're going to stand back. I'm sorry about this. All right, So let's take a look while my phone is thinking. All right, I like the top. I like the middle. All right. And then the only thing, we want that sense of crowding, and we don't have it right here and here. So what I would do is just trace another hand. All right. And make sure that this is, I think you could even go like this. All right. There we go. All right, my friends. So I hope you enjoyed that. Again, I would shade these realistically like we did with the legs. And then I think you have a work of art that you can turn in. Okay. I did take a picture of myself. I can help you with that when you come in, and then print it out. If you need anything, just let me know. Love you guys. Thank you.